everybody and welcome to this tutorial about RedPitaya. So what I'm going to do now is to show you how to connect to the RedPitaya if it is your first time you're working with it. The first thing you have to do is just to enter in the www.redpitaya.com web page, so you will stay in something similar to this one. When you enter to this web page, you have to log in. If you don't have an account, so you create a new one. In my case, I have an account, so I put my email and password and I put login. After I log in, I have information about my boards and some other information. If we want to connect to the RedPitaya, the first thing to do is to connect the hardware. So for connecting the hardware, you have to follow this diagram. You can show if you can look at it here. You go to start and then quick start, and then we're just going to look to the diagram here. We need to put an SD card with the image on the RedPitaya. If you want to do the image of the RedPitaya, you just have to download this file here. So you just download this file, and then for me it's easier if I do it in Windows. You just download the Win32 image disk imager, I guess is the name. I'm pretty sure it is here. Yeah, you just download this program, Win32 disk imager, and it's very easy to use, and you can follow the steps here, so it's not very complicated. But once you have the SD card ready, you just put it in your I'm sorry, just put it in the RedPitaya. After you put the SD card, you have to connect the power, and you also have to connect the LAN. So here you can see this diagram is the RedPitaya is connected with the SD card, but also you have connected the power supply. You have to connect the RedPitaya to the same router you are having your iPad or your cell phone and your computers. So you can connect to the RedPitaya using SSH or any other method. Other important thing is that if you need to use the Bazar applications, you need to be connected to the internet. So that's very important because all the RedPitaya applications only work if you are connected to the internet. So after you do this connection in hardware, we are going to follow the next steps. What we have done until here is doing the SD card image. You have to use 0.96 version. You put the SD card in your RedPitaya, you connect the hardware, you put the Ethernet cable, you put the power supply, and then if you are in the web page, you just go to My RP. If you go there, if you have been here before, there is gonna be a list of all your RedPitaya boards. In the case if you haven't done that before, you just have to add a new one. So I'm going to add a new one now. And in this web page, just go down and you have the option here to put the MAC address. In my case is 26, and I have here the option because I have done this before. Oh, I couldn't. Oh, why? I guess 32, 2 dots, F0, 0B, 7B. Yeah. Next thing you have to do, I'm gonna put a word search because I haven't put the name here. Yes, I have the name here. And then I just put let's start. I have to wait for this RedPitaya to do the research. Sometimes it's not searching, so the thing you can do is you just disconnect the power supply and then connect it again. So it's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just gonna put pause here. I just disconnect the power supply and put it again, and then I'm going to yeah, automatically you can see uh, the page jump to this other page. So here is my equipment. In my case, I already have the other Pitaya connected, so it says RedPitaya Mac is not added, as it is already added. It was already added before. So now you can see here my Pitaya, the address. You can find your MAC address in the Ethernet port. So if you see your Ethernet port, you're going to see there your MAC address, and then you can see the line IP. This is very important because if you want to connect using SSH, you need this information. So you have two options here. One option is to work using the Bazar applications that comes with the RedPitaya. The only requirement for this is to be connected to the internet, so just put open here, and you are now in the Bazar. So you have some options here. There is the oscilloscope, there is a spectrum analyzer, logic analyzer. There are some options. Maybe in your case you are not going to have all these applications, but you just go to this icon, application marketplace, and you can open it, and you're gonna see some of the applications you can install in your computer. So here I have some options like analyzer, Tesla meter, etc. So I'm just gonna choose one for show you how to do it. For example, I have already the oscilloscope. I have the pro version, so I'm just gonna take maybe this generator and oscilloscope, and I guess I used to believe I have it, but apparently I don't. I just put install on. You can see here it says run and install. It means it's already installed. So if I go here and I go back, we just close this. We can see here I have a new option. I'm gonna open it, and I have the oscilloscope here. As I don't have anything connected in my channel 1 and channel 2, I just leave it like this. However, yeah, I suppose this is because I don't have anything connected, I guess. I can see some small movement here, but it's very little, so maybe you cannot see it in the video. But here I have my oscilloscope, and you can use any one of the different applications the Bazar is offering for us. So that's the one option. Another option is, just gonna close this. Another option is just to connect to the RedPitaya using SSH. So you can enter in the operative system. I'm just gonna put Control Alt and T, and I'm just gonna put here sudo SSH. For connecting to RedPitaya, I just need to put root at and my EP address I told you before. So in my case it was 192. If you don't remember the EP address, you just go to the page before and you can see it here, 192, 168, 113. So I'm just gonna use it now, 168, 113, and I just put enter. And here is asking me the password of my computer, so it's gonna be this one. And then it's gonna ask you the password of your RedPitaya. In the case of RedPitaya, it's always gonna be root. So root, and then you are already connected to RedPitaya. So now I can see all my files in the RedPitaya just using ls. I can see my files, and I can enter to any computer, any folder I want, like for example CD RedPitaya here. So I am in the folder. I can see the files there. So that's one option. If you just made an SD card, maybe you won't have this RedPitaya folder because you have to download it. If you want to download it, you just have to copy the repository from RedPitaya. So I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna show you how to do it because I already did it. So I'm just gonna put CD. We are in the home. If we are in the home, we just gonna follow these instructions here in the page. So it says you can just go to examples, and then in examples you have all the information here you need. You can come to this page, and we just need to copy this: git clone https and all this. I'm just gonna copy it, so it's gonna be sorry, I just did it wrong. And we have to paste it in the terminal. So I just put it here, enter. And if you don't have the folder, as in my case, the repository is gonna copy in your folder. Okay, so that's all you have to do. You just have the repository. So the next time you go to ls, in my case I'm not doing it because I already have it, but if you do ls after you do this instruction, you will have a RedPitaya folder in your home. So that's all for now. You know now how to copy the repository from RedPitaya. We're going to see how to use it in the next video, and also you know how to connect to the Bazar. So just using the RedPitaya page, you can do all this stuff. Oh, I just lost it, so I just put open here, and then you have the Bazar. So that's all for now. I hope you have a good afternoon or good night or good morning, whatever. So thanks for watching.